Welcome back. This is Manchester United versus Real Sociedad match preview in the Europa League. United just needs to win. There's no option here. The only option these players have is to deliver on Thursday by winning that game and qualifying to the quarterfinal, knowing that the Europa League is what we have for us to play in Europe next season. In the first leg against Real Sociedad, these players should have just finished the job in Spain at San Sebastian Stadium, but they didn't capitalize on uh, on the opportunities that they were making, the chances that were creating. Look at that chance that the Lord had when you're supposed to pass it to Rasmus Hoyland. He didn't do that. Chances of Alejandro Garnacho when you're supposed to pass, instead he went ahead and shot wide. We had a lot of chances that these players didn't utilize, and we ended up leveling that game, drawing that game 1-1 away, which I say wasn't that bad, but to me I would say we should have won it in the first leg. We should have finished the job in the first leg. Look now in the second leg, we're going at Old Trafford against Real Sociedad with much pressure. We know these players at Old Trafford. At Old Trafford, it has been our weakness so far this season. We have not been we haven't had that good record at Old Trafford in terms of winning games. So you can see going at Old Trafford against Real Sociedad on Thursday, these players are going to have a lot of pressure. I'll say the ones who are going to have a lot of pressure because we'll want to win this game, knowing what it holds. Looking at the last game in the Premier League against Arsenal on Sunday, in the Premier League, I'll say these players kind of put a good show against Arsenal. We saw through that game, I would say it will build. It has boosted their momentum. It has boosted their winning spirit going to this game against Real Sociedad, knowing that against Arsenal, against a form Arsenal, a good Arsenal team, we ended up to drawing against them. Knowing that we scored fast in that game, you can see most of the players played so well. So you can see against the game against Arsenal, where these players have just boosted in their the winning mentality. I'll say going to this game against Real Sociedad on Thursday is going to be a better one. I see these players producing the best results against Sociedad, though it won't be an easy game knowing Real Sociedad away the way they played against us. I'll say Real Sociedad away in their stadium, they were not that tough. I saw this team was a team that we could have scored more goals against them. Real Sociedad was not a threat in that game. They're not making some counter attacks. They're not also they're not even defending so well. I think it was just United did not want to capitalize on opportunities to win on that game in the first leg. But nothing has been lost in the second leg at Old Trafford. I don't think things will be looking good, even though we'll be in a lot of immense pressure. But I know these players will turn up. The way I saw them turning up against Arsenal, I believe in them, and you can see Arsenal is much better than Real Sociedad. So against Real Sociedad, I'll see United winning it, though it won't be easy. But I'm seeing United going to win this game against Real Sociedad. Looking at most of the players that played against Arsenal, players like Casemiro produced a good performance. Aiden Haven came into the second half, was just fantastic. Victor Lindelof who hasn't been starting for the longest time against Arsenal was brilliant. So against Real Sociedad, I expect the same players. Looking at our back three, Maguire still won't be available. There was sorry about Lenny Oro being injured and also won't be available. And I think now that back three will be back three over Victor. I'll still bring in Victor Lindelof. Look at the game against Arsenal. He played so well, and he'll be good in the game against Real Sociedad. Looking at his experience at the right center back, I will have the lead, and then the left center back, I think I'll go with Aiden Heaven. I'll go with Aiden Heaven. Victor Lindelof, the lead, and Aiden Heaven. You can see Aiden Heaven against Arsenal came in with that, was so relaxed. Looking at this game against Arsenal was the biggest game, and he was so composed. He was so good under that much pressure, but went ahead and delivered. I think in our midfield, Toby Collier, he came in the second half against Arsenal. So in the game against Real Sociedad, I will want to see him starting in that midfield. Toby Collier, Casemiro also was fantastic, has been fantastic. I think in the last two games, it's just been good for us with this experience. So that midfield, I will see Toby Collier and Casemiro in that midfield. As my right wing back, as always, Mazrui will be available. Mazrui will be available as the left wing back. Mandaloch, Dog is back in the Europa League. Dog is available. So the Losh, I'll man sit on the bench. I'll want him to sit on the bench. I don't want to sit to see Amorim taking Mazrui in the back three. I will want him to play as the right wing back and Dogo to play as the left wing back. Dogo against Real Sociedad the first leg, he was fantastic. He was good in that game. So as my two tens. I want Ghana to start in that game, and I want to see Bruno Fernandes also in his rightful position. I've seen Bruno Fernandes so far has been just excellent for the team. It's just been consistent with the team so far, scoring some good goals, scoring some good free kicks. So Bruno Fernandes in his position, I will want to see him there. And at someone number nine, I will want to see Zaxi starting. Though I will want to see Chido Obi Martin coming starting, but this game we need to win it. You can see we're still level the first leg we ended up drawing that game. So in the second leg, we'll want to win it. So Chido Martin coming in the second half, if Zax is subbed off, will be something good. We saw Rasmus Hoyland came in against Arsenal as a substitute, but the two chances that he had, he didn't utilize on them. So I'll want to see Chido Martin coming in the second half, replacing Joshua Zaxi. We know Real Sociedad, in our last game that we played against them at Old Trafford, they made us victorious. I think it was in the group stage. I think it was in the 2022-2023 season. They came out to Old Trafford and they salvaged those 3 points. So I'm not seeing that happening again. Looking at these are competitions that we really want to win it. We really want and we must win it. You can see also our unbeaten record is still good. 9 games so far in the Europa League. And across Europe, you're the only team that still unbeaten in Europe. And the Europa League, after playing 9 games, you're still unbeaten. No one has been able to defeat us. You can see that also as a motivation for this player, as also a boost for this player that will live in the winning spirit, wanting them also to continue with the unbeaten streak. And you can see also in the Europa League at Old Trafford, we have some good record. We haven't lost so far in the Europa League at Old Trafford. You can see also we are unbeaten. So in the Europa League at Old Trafford, we have a good record. So Real Sociedad will have a tough game to face against us. I say it's going to be a tough game, but I see it's going to be a tough game for Real Sociedad because coming at Old Trafford and winning it won't be that easy because this is a competition that these players will want to fight hard for, will want to die for at the end of 90 minutes. So I see Manchester United winning this game and qualifying to the quarterfinals. And quarterfinals, here we are, here we come. So I think that's just it. And also Ruben Amorim would want to continue with his winning streak in the Europa League. So Real Sociedad, we are waiting for you on Thursday. Bring it on, Real Sociedad. I think that's all I had for you. Thank you for watching. Talk to you in the next one.